Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Distribution आपका आना है. Yesterday we did Ugari festival for 700 bucks. Balaram Prasad and all of them. You got graduation. Congratulations. My name is Ek Das है. Shri Girinath. Shri Girinath. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Raju Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Raju Prabhu ji, ఉన్నారా? Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu ji. I'll do the Mangalacharan. Am I audible to anybody?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
I'll do the Mangalacharan. Whoever Raju Prabhu ji vaste, we'll start.
Yes, Mataji.
He's the host, so I don't have the screen sharing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। राजू प्रभु जी, just call him. Giriraj Prabhu, can you hear me? Hare Krishna. Raju Prabhu is not picking up.
Want me to call Prabhuji Mataji?
మాతాజీ ఒకసారి కాల్ చేసి
Yeah,
పోస్ట్
చేస్తాను.
రీక్లెయిమ్ చేసి నన్ను హోస్ట్ చేయమని చెప్పాను.
Okay, okay. One second.
నేను సుబోధిని డౌన్లోడ్ చేస్తాను.
Yeah, one second. మంచిగా వస్తుంది
మ్యూట్ చేస్తారా?
మీనా ఓకే
సంధ్య మాతాజీ ఓకే. సంయుక్త మాతాజీ మీకు గుర్తుందా మనం ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాము? వివరన్ బీజీ సుబోధిని కదా?
Yes, Mataji.
25.
I have to check Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry Mataji, I did not keep it.
No
If it
problem. No problem.
I did not attend last class Mataji. I was in hometown.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Mataji, there is a, what is it, section number 17 to 40 or 18 to 40, of which we have only completed one page.
Yeah. Yeah, మనము not able to share the screen because I'm not the host. What we can do is in Veda reading, the BG Subodhini is there. If each of us can just open that We can start reading while this thing is getting settled down.
He's not lifting the phone, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji.
He's in temple, right? So
అంటే మన వేద రీడింగ్ లో శిరీష మాతాజీ నంబర్ ఉందా మీ దగ్గర? రాజప్రభు
యా ఉంది మాతాజీ, నేను కాల్ చేస్తాను ఒకసారి.
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ. సారీ మాతాజీ. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ, సారీ.
సారీ యాక్చువల్గా వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ మంగళారతి హారతి.
Not acceptable, Prabhu. Not acceptable at all.
సారీ ప్రభుజీ.
నో ప్రాబ్లం. యా, మీరు చేస్తారా ప్రభుజీ?
కొంచెం నాయిస్ ఉంది మాతాజీ మా ఇంట్లో. అదే
యా,
యాక్చువల్ చేద్దాం.
అయితే నన్ను హోస్ట్ చేసేయండి. యా,
చేశాను మాతాజీ, చేశాను.
ఓకే,
సారీ మాతాజీ.
నో ప్రాబ్లం ప్రభుజీ. ఐఎమ్ హియర్, ఐఎమ్ రెడీ. ఇక్కడే కదా ఉన్నాం ప్రభుజీ, లలిత్ ప్రభు. See, this is that section 18 to 40.
Yeah, yes, Mataji. 18 to 40. Jnana in fact, no. First page we are done, Mataji.
Yeah.
మాతాజీ 23rd నుంచి మాతాజీ చదవాల్సింది. 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Work karma in 3 modes. Karma in goodness. Regulated, niyatam, done with detachment, sangarahitam. Without like or dislike, aragadvesha. With no desire for fruitive results, afala prapshuna. Karma in passion. Done with great labor, bahula ayasam. Done seeking to gratify one's desires. Kama ipsuna. Done with false ego, sa ahankarena. Karma in ignorance leads to bondage by yamadutas, anubandham. Destructive, kshayam. Harmful to self and others, himsam. Without considering consequences, anapekshya. Disregarding scriptures, in illusion, mohat. Worker, karta in 3 modes. Karta in goodness, detached, mukta sangha, devoid of false ego, anaham, determined, dhriti, enthusiastic, utsaha, unwavering in success or failure, nirvikara. Karta in passion, attached to work, ragi, desires to enjoy results, greedy, lupta, envious, himsa, atmaka, impure, ashuchi, subject to joy and sorrow, harsha, shoka, anvita. Karta in ignorance acts against the scriptures, ayukta, materialistic and whimsical, prakrita, obstinate, stabdha, cheating, shatha, expert in insulting others, naishkrita, lazy, alasa, morose, vishadi, procrastinating, dirgha sutri. O conqueror of wealth, now hear about the 3 types of intelligence, buddhi, and determination, dhriti, according to the 3 modes of material nature. Samantha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. 30 to 32. Intelligence or understanding buddhi in 3 modes. Buddhi in goodness. One knows what is to be done and not to be done, to be feared and not to be feared, binding and liberating. Buddhi in passion. One cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, action to be done and not to be done. Buddhi in ignorance. Considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion. Takes everything in the opposite direction of the truth. Determination, dhriti in 3 modes. Dhriti in goodness, unbreakable, sustained by yoga practice, controls the activities of the mind, life, and senses. Dhriti in passion, desiring fruitive results, falakankshi in religion and economic development and sense gratification. In the association of similar people, prasangena. Dhriti in ignorance, cannot go beyond dreaming, swapnam, fearfulness, bhayam, lamentation, shokam, morsenses, vishadam, moroseness, vishadam, and illusion, madam. It should not be concluded that a person in the mode of goodness does not dream. Here, dream means too much sleep. Dreaming is a natural occurrence and is present in any mode.
Lalit Mohan Prabhu, ikkada determination ante, determination in doing what, Prabhuji? Like here, buddhi means one knows what is to be done and not to be done, to be feared and not to be feared. అక్కడ కొంచెం demarcation clear ఉంది. But in terms of determination అంటే ధృతి, I did not understand.
Just a minute, Mataji.
You can also open
Hare Krishna, Mataji. What was the question, Mataji?
అంటే ఇక్కడ it is talking about what is that dhriti, determination.
Determination.
Yeah. So my question is, like in buddhi, in buddhi we know that it is clearly telling us to be done and not to be done, to be feared, not to be feared. But determination means determination in doing what, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Mataji. These things he speaks about the material nature, na? Three modes of the material nature and how they act on a person, right? So these are all material nature, Mataji. Material determination. That is very clear from the start. Three modes of material nature, not nature. Okay. So the buddhi, first thing is the buddhi, the intelligence or understanding in three modes. That is there, na? So that is also material, Mataji. So how can we understand that what we are learning, that the scriptures or Bhagavatam and all are, we are generally said that, is it okay, Mataji? It takes a bit time to make this understand.
Yeah.
There are three subtle things. What are those?
Mind, intelligence,
false ego. Right. Now, what is the sequence of these three in an ascending order from down to top to bottom? Sorry, bottom to top.
Mind, intelligence, false ego.
Mind is first. Okay. Intelligence is the one which controls the mind, right?
Yes.
And atop of it, there is false ego. But actually, for materialistic persons, mind is the main thing. You know, mind is the one which controls all the others. Even for us also. Why? See, mind is a digital thing. Either one or no. Yes or no. That's okay. It doesn't have in-between things. Now, the intelligence is the one which gives you the in-between things. How to, like, let me give you an example, Mataji. Now, mind says we should do this thing. Then there is an activity which we should do. Okay. Now, it only decides whether to do or not. Myself?
My current went off and disconnect అయింది. So I couldn't hear the last 2 minutes.
Okay. అక్కడ పెట్టే. Am I audible?
You told about the ascending order. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. There are three things, right? Mind, intelligence, and ego. These are three subtle things which we cannot see, but they are felt. So in this 18th chapter, the buddhi and the determination which Lord speaks about is material. It's not spiritual. Okay. And the buddhi here he is speaking about is not the intelligence which we speak of the higher intelligence. Generally, when we say that we read scriptures and contemplation within the scope of scriptures, all these things they mean higher intelligence, not this intelligence. The intelligence which is in
material.
What is material, mind, intelligence, and the ego. These are the three things. These are the three material things. Okay. Beyond this, there is one spiritual intelligence. That is what we speak of when we speak about intelligence in bhakti.
Jnana chakshu.
Yeah. Jnana chakshu, these all things which comes by Shastra chakshu. These are all higher things above these things. But materially, generally we say, mind is subtler and intelligence is more subtler and ego is still more subtler than this. So here Krishna speaks about these three material things. And here determination is also like, first of all, mind says one plan, mind says one thing to do. It desires to do something. Now what does intelligence do? intelligence will devise the ways to fulfill it. Okay. Like suppose, I had a desire of, my mind desired that I should earn $1 billion, right? Now, what will my intelligence do? It will plan for next 20 years. And every week it will plan what should we do and whom to meet and how to go ahead with these plans and all, right? That is what intelligence does. Okay. Now, who is, what makes this intelligence do all these things? One desire of the mind. And proportionate to the desire, there should be determination. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Krishna is speaking about that determination. How will it be?
Oh. Okay, so once
Okay.
it decides once it makes the plans how to earn, then the determination is keeping the person in the path.
Yeah, persistently for years together. Yeah, so that is the determination which Krishna speaks about here. Okay, but there is a determination which is beyond this also. What is that? Like we should be in bhakti, hook or crook. Whether it be rain or shine, that is also determination. But that is not on these material platforms. So the intelligence which we generally speak by reading the scriptures or by doing the bhakti activities are beyond these things. Or beyond these, which three things? Mind, intelligence, and ego. Generally, we speak about the material, mind, intelligence, and ego. Okay.
Yes.
So there are two aspects. One is mind, intelligence, and ego. These are the three material things which we generally speak about. But beyond this, there is some other things. Higher intelligence. That is what we generally speak about in Krishna consciousness. When we speak about the things like reading scriptures or doing service or realizational part of the bhakti. So those things are based on higher intelligence. But the intelligence which is on the material level, it always serves the mind, the desire of the mind.
Okay.
And in this, when we speak about material, it has three things, three modes. That modes are being discussed here.
Okay.
So Prabhuji, like whether material or spiritual, intelligence is the higher, right, Prabhuji? Like in the hierarchy?
Generally, Mataji, intelligence will always serve the mind, Mataji. It is a very long way to go when we make our intelligence stronger than the mind. See, like Mataji, I can tell you an example of this sage Vishwamitra. Okay. With all his material intelligence, he thought to control his mind. Okay. But a split second of his less intelligence, mind completely captivated the intelligence. So what I mean to say is, yes, intelligence is higher than the mind, but there is always a tug of war between these two. When you do the so-called meditation or so-called yoga or so-called asanas, actually they are based on the intelligence method. Because you have some inclination that you should lead your life properly, or you should lead your life very systematically. That is all based on intelligence. Mind doesn't desire those things actually.
What I mean to say, like with our higher intelligence, we can I'm not but we can control our mind with the proper intelligence.
Yes, Mataji, that is on paper. But generally, with all the conditioned living entities, mind is completely captivating all the other things.
Mind is strong.
It is said that, mind is very, very strong, man. Very, very, very strong. It desires something and it makes intelligence and ego do those things. You see people, we generally see people here. They have only one desire which has been created by the mind. And they go to, their ego will fall to such an extent that they will become the servant to the even most abominable people also. For that thing to achieve. So here, mind is in full play, Mataji. It is actually using the intelligence and ego for its own desire. Yes, but what we said is correct and what scripture says is correct. intelligence, if utilized properly in the mode of goodness, can control the mind.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Not confusion, na? When we speak about the mind, intelligence, and ego, they are the material things, Mataji, not spiritual. But when we speak about the intelligence which we get by the scriptures, that is
Higher intelligence.
yes,
Yeah.
that is higher intelligence. Okay.
Yes.
So here from the purpose, what we can understand, Prabhuji, is that the determination here, one who is steadily fixed in supreme soul with determination, concentrating one's mind, life, and sensory activities on supreme, engages in Krishna consciousness. So depending on the modes of nature which are predominant, each one's determination is leading that person to do a different thing. Like one in goodness is trying to be determined in Krishna consciousness, and one in passion is trying to be determined in doing the fruitive activities, so that sense gratification is taken care of, if that is what is a right understanding. And one who is in mode of darkness, that person is determined. Is that right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Yes. Sorry, you asked about determination, but I've been to buddhi more. I've been to intelligence more. Yes, determination
Context telistene manaku content telustundi kada.
So the determination.
You are explaining the context that. Yeah.
Here, Prabhupada is saying that that intelligence, that determination which helps the higher intelligence is known as in the mode of goodness. Okay.
Yes.
And other two are in the mode of helps in
Passion.
Material intelligence and material mind to go devise its plans.
Yes, got it. Sandhya Mataji, are you in position to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I'll be in hearing mode, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, Mataji.
Got some personal.
Yeah. Then, Lavanya Mataji.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, 36 to 39, happiness, Sukham in 3 modes. 36 to 37, Sukham in goodness, brings joy and destroys sorrow by practice, like poison in the beginning, becomes nectar at the end, arises from purity of intellect, awakens one to self-realization. Sukham in passion, arises from contact of senses with sense objects, appears like nectar in the beginning, becomes poison at the end. Sukham in ignorance, blind to self-realization, delusion from beginning to end, arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion or intoxication. 40. Summary of the influence of modes. There is no being existing on earth or heavens which is freed from these 3 modes born of material nature. Natad asti prithvyam va daivi, Natad asti prithvyam दैवी देवेषु वापुन सत्वं प्रकृति जैर्मुक्तं ये अभि ये यद एबि स्यात् त्रिभिर्गुणा. Here Krishna includes all other things that he did not mention so far. Among all these things made up of 3 gunas, those in the mode of goodness should be accepted because they alone are useful, and those things in the lower modes should be rejected. The living body filled with the 3 modes becomes successful by worshipping the Supreme Lord by prescribed activities according to one's acquired nature. This is described in the next 6 verses. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Raju Prabhu, can you read?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Lalitman Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Raju Prabhu.
Sorry Mataji, చాలా సేపు వెయిట్ చేశారా Mataji అప్పుడు?
లేదు Prabhuji, no problem. We were doing Mangalacharan, we were అలా time we used it as something.
అదే నేను గిరిరాజ్ ప్రభుకి చెప్తాం అనుకున్నా కానీ
no problem.
Unexpected Mataji. Okay. Yeah. 41 to 48, purification through prescribed duties of Varnashrama. 41 to 44, the four social orders, Varnas and their qualities. 41, the 4 Varnas, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras are distinguished by the activities and qualities born of their own nature in accordance with the modes. 42, qualities of Brahmana. Samodhamas tapasucham, Samodhamas tapasaucham, Kshanti Archavam evacha, Gnanam Vignanam Astikyam, Brahma Karma Swabhavajam, Samodhamas tapasaucham, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, cleanliness. Kshantir Arjavam evacha, tolerance, honesty. Gnanam Vignanam Astikyam, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. These are the Brahma Karma Swabhavajam, natural qualities by which the Brahmanas work. Can I continue? Can I continue, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Qualities of Kshatriyas. Shauryam Tejo Dhritir Daksham Yuddhe Chapi Apalayanam Dhanam Aishwarya Bhavascha Kshatram Karma Swabhavacham. Sauryam Tejo Dhritir Daksham, heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness. Yuddhe Chapya Palayanam, courage in battle, not feeling. Dhanam Ishwara Bhavascha, generosity and leadership, controlling others. Kshatram Karma Swabhavacham are the natural qualities of the work for the Kshatriyas. 44, qualities of Vaishyas and Sudras. Shrigo Raksha Vanijam, Shrigo Raksha Vanijayam, Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam, Paricharyatmakam Karma, Sudrasyapi Swabhavajam. Shrigo Raksha Vanijanam means farming, cow protection, Vanijyam, farming, cow protection, and business. Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam are the natural duties for Vaishya. Paricharyatmakam Karma, labor and service to the other Varnas. Sudrasyapi Swabhavajam are the natural duties of Sudras. Modes of Varnas. Brahmana are predominantly in Sattva-guna. Kshatriyas are predominantly in Rajoguna with Sattva as a secondary mode. Vaishya is the predominantly in Rajoguna with Tamas as secondary mode. Sudra are predominantly in Tamoguna with Rajas as a secondary mode. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Lalitman Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Text 45 to 48. Importance of sticking to one's prescribed duty. 45 to 46. Everyone can become perfect by performing his particular duties and worshipping the Supreme Lord, who is all pervading and the source of all beings. Yatah pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam svakarmana tam abhyarcha siddhim vindanti manavaha. The worship consists of offering the work in the mind, thinking, by this work may the Lord be satisfied. Because the duties of Kshatriyas and others are composed of lower gunas, should one perform the duties of Brahmanas in the Sattva guna. It is text 47. It is better to do one's own duties as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, even imperfectly, than to do another's duties perfectly. Duties prescribed according to one's own nature are not affected by sinful reactions. Shreyan swadharma vigunaha paradharmat swa anusthita Swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. All endeavors are covered by some fault, just as fire is covered by smoke. So one should not give up work born of his nature, even if it has some fault. I'll just read this one note point, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
A Brahmana has to perform sacrifices in which animal killing is necessary. A Kshatriya, however pious he may be, has to fight enemies. Similarly, a merchant must sometimes hide his profit to stay in business. And a Sudra may sometimes have to serve a bad master. Despite these flaws, one should continue to carry out his prescribed duties, for they are born out of his own nature. Just as by removing the smoke, the fire is useful for removing darkness and cold. So, by removing the faulty portion of one's work, the good portion is useful for purification of one's own existence. Everyone understood this properly, na? This shloka.
Like, how can we know our guna, Prabhuji? Like,
Haribol, that is the main question, Mataji. That's the reason why I asked actually. Because we have been trained for 1 year around, not 1 year, 8 months to only know our gunas, Mataji. Yeah. That is a good question which you have asked. How to know our gunas actually, right? As I already said, Mataji, if you see your daily activities or if you ask your parents, you'll come to know what you like to do actually. And when you do that, you feel natural inclination to do it more. And there's a slight deviation between this and addictions. Addictions are those things by removing which you will get angry, you will get excited. Okay? But these natural things, your guna, the work which you do according to your guna, even though if it is being removed from you or stripped from you, you will not be you will not be angry. Because even if it is removed now, whenever I get opportunity, I will do it again. Understood, Mataji? Anything? Or completely Greek or Latin?
no. Yeah, yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Mataji is still imagining what is her guna.
Yeah.
You're artistic, Mataji. You have a nice vocal this thing, so you can, progress in that, actually, in singing or in teaching, music and all.
But that comes under which guna, Prabhuji? If that is the case.
No.
అంటే మనము ఎప్పుడు
Teaching,
ఒకేలా
na?
ఉండం కదా ప్రభుజీ. లైక్ sometimes we act like a preacher, sometimes we act like worker, sometimes we have to be అలా like mixed ఉంటుందా?
Mataji, like
మనకి ఏం చేయడం
if you
ఇష్టమో,
see,
will that define it?
no, Mataji. Actually, if you see, we have towns and villages here known as agraharams. Do you know that?
అగ్రహారం విన్నాను ప్రభుజీ.
What do you mean by agraharam, Mataji?
ఇట్స్ అంటే కింగ్స్ కు ఉండే ప్యాలెస్లు బాగా.
No. Agraharam is a place where Brahmanas used to do their Vedic reading, and that village or town is completely, Brahminical. That is known as Agraharam. Okay. So in that Brahmanas in the village, there are some Brahmanas who are managing the things, who are managing the finances, who are managing administration, and who are serving others also. So do you mean to say that they are not Brahmanas because they are doing other things? No. Predominantly, they are interested in something else, reading the Vedas and doing that things. But for that to carry out, they need also some management. So they do that. So out of requirement, we also do many things, Mataji, but our nature is something else. Could you understand this, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, our nature is, in Agraharam, I am giving this example. The nature of the people in Agraharam is Vedic studies. Their main aim is that thing. They conduct many sacrifices and they are very happy conducting those things. But for conducting these sacrifices, they also need some arrangements, some finances. So in that people only, there are some people who does these things also. And you know, Mataji, Kamaripalam. We have a village known as Kamaripalam. Earlier, everyone used to do the Kamari there. And they used to do such a pottery, you cannot even imagine, Mataji. Such a kinds and shapes. Okay. That is their main swabhava, to do Kamari, to do pottery. But we see, what is the Kshatriyas in that Kamari, we see Brahmanas in that Kamari, right? There are some people who always maintain the temple and do the Pujari Seva there also. Or except Pujari Seva, all other Sevas they used to do for the temple. So do you say that they are more Brahmanical than pottery? No. Their Svabhava is pottery. But for their sustenance of their life, they do some other activities also.
Prabhuji, in Krishna consciousness, like in our movement, how would you describe what are the qualities of a Brahmanical person and all the four varnas? How would you describe? What would be the tendency? What would be the likes of that person? What do they like? Yes,
Mataji, actually, when we speak about Varnashram, we are here very clear. Our Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Thakur, he gave us not Varnashram, he gave us Daivi Varnashram. Okay? So, first of all, for any inclination you have, first thing which you should be very clear of is your Daivi. Okay? Bhakti should be more predominant. Then, according to your nature and qualities, you can perform the duties which are required for that society to sustain, or that village to get sustained, to the town to get sustained. But first thing what it is, Daivi means you should be a devotee of the Lord, then only you do Varnashram. Else there is no point of doing Varnashram.
No, my question is like, ippudu mana dantlo, in case we have to understand what is our predominant quality, nature. So in the bhakti, like for instance, Brahmanical ante, they might be interested more in the reading and preaching, and Kshatriya would be interested in what, Vaishya would be interested in what, and Shudra would be Shudra minds maybe a lot of services they might be interested. Ante their general tendency ala untundi. What will they be interested in? See,
Mataji, if you see, I'm telling you about the devotees only, Mataji.
Yeah,
these are the examples which has been
in devotional service also will have these.
Yes. So this is the example given by one of my counselors when we were in the base. Actually, there is a person in our own base. His name is Abhay. Okay, Abhay Raj. So whenever anyone comes, what he does is, he make the asan. He make asan for that. For that counselor. He make him sit comfortably. He'll give him water. Service, Mataji.
Yeah.
So, and he makes him feel comfortable. The moment that till from the station, he used to go to the Andheri station and he used to bring him up. And then he makes him sit here. He gives all those things. He doesn't listen to lecture at all, anytime. Okay? The only thing which he does is, he does service to his counselor. Of course, a lot of blessings are there. But my counselor said he is more into the Shudras, this one.
Yeah.
He wants to serve, Yeah.
Serve and ensure that other devotee is comfortable. That is Shudra.
Yeah, everyone is comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
That is what he is more into. And one person, like my own friend Ajay Krishna, he is more into asking questions. Are, तो ये दिक्कत आती है. When we follow this, Prabhuji, तो ये problem हो जाता है, वो problem. Always, asking questions, contemplating, asking questions. So he said he is having a Brahminical intent, just in him. Always asking questions. And एक प्रभुजी है हमारे, श्याम प्रसाद प्रतिहारी. He is a Panda. What he does is always managing. प्रभुजी आप कब आ रहे हो? कहाँ पे हो आप? ठीक है. और सेंडिंग दिस पर्सन, अरे आ जाओ, तू चले जा बेस, तू वहाँ पे स्टेशन पे चले जा, वो आ जाएंगे. और यहाँ पे सारे मतलब किचन को संभालना, and what you say, this person who is Brahminical to make him sit in front, so that उनको कुछ अच्छे से कोई सुने, and ask the questions, so at least the preacher will get engaged. So that kind of, so he has all these qualities. So he's a Kshatriya mentality, and everyone in this Daivi Varnashrama also has this tendencies, Mataji, but it is the duty of the Guru to engage him in that service. Kshatriya
What
generally
about
engages
Vaishya,
different.
Prabhuji?
Huh?
What is tendency of Vaishya?
Vaishya, whatever related to the money, he will take care, Mataji. Means purchases. He will directly go to the Crawford market only and no other markets. And if it is vegetables, he will directly go to Vashi. No matter what, he will गधे के जैसे काम कर देंगे माता जी, वहां से पूरा 20 किलो 25 किलो उठा के ले आ जाएगा वो, पर उसको ये चाहिए कि उसको 20 रुपए बच रहे हैं बस. And whenever we used to give our donations, like every month we should give some 4,000 or 5,000 rupees in those days. So he used to pakka calculate. So what is the kind of menu which we should decide for this month for all the 4 festivals or for all the 3 festivals, and what is the amount which we need, and if वो अगर कम पड़ गया पक्का जाके पूछ लेना सबसे, डोनेशन मांग लेना एक्स्ट्रा. So ये पूरा काम वो करता था. है हमारे बेस में है ऐसे 2 लोग, पटेल, हिमांशु पटेल. So he used to do only this thing. So it's like this, Mataji. We have some inborn tendencies, like we have some one devotee known as Tulsi Priya Prabhu in what you say, Chaupatti temple. He is a brahmachari, pure brahmachari, but he is so much into this money and finances. अगर उनको पत्तल चाहिए कुछ प्रोग्राम के लिए, वो ओडिशा में एक जगह है जहाँ पे पत्तल मतलब बहुत मैक्सिमम और सस्ते में मिलता है, तो वहां से मंगाते थे. टेम्पल का सारे मतलब परचेसिंग ऑर्डर सब उन्हीं के अंदर हाथ में थे. सो मेनी महाराज सेड हिम, अरे यू माइट बी सैफ्रन क्लैड बट यू आर वैश्य, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर. महाराज सेज दैट यू आर ऑफ सच नेचर. So
it's innate. Yeah.
It's innate. Yes, it's innate.
There are some natural qualities which
you cannot take them separate from the individual, Mataji.
Yes, true.
No matter, you might be earning more, you might be rich, you might be poor, you might be anything according to your karma, but the nature svabhava you cannot take out of it. We cannot take you out from it. And our Vedic society was created in such a way, Mataji, whatever your svabhava is, you earn in that only. You earn money from that only. That is how it was designed. But for us, everyone wants to become a software engineer or a scientist or a pilot. Completely, what you say, not natural. So this is what Prabhupada says, go to the natural ways. Apnana hai, natural way ko apnana hai. Yes.
About my Prabhuji, I'm asking on behalf of my Prabhuji. Prabhuji, he loves like deity worship, chanting, reading books, like devotional, everything. He loves devotional, Prabhuji. So what will be his nature? Like
Brahmanical Mataji.
That's why he'll not get a pleasure in anything, Mataji, anything, Prabhuji. He loves to do
he's
this.
Brahmanical, na?
Chanting.
See, in our own satsang, if we can see, I should not say like this. This is very bad thing to say one's nature. If you see Leelanand Prabhu, he's a Kshatriya mentality more. Of course, he's Brahmanical for preaching. Okay? But he does a lot of preaching and outreach, right? So he's more of a Kshatriya than Brahmanical. Yes, he does this all this Brahmanical quality for preaching. So that is again a Kshatriya only, na? And he does all the management, he does many things, na? Right? So Kshatriya's tendency is like that, always doing something.
Okay.
And there are some people, in our own satsang who are more calculative. Everything they should have, everything is calculated. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right?
Yeah. अगर ये मेरे बजट में फिट नहीं हो रहा तो मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, कुछ भी हो जाए, वो सत्संग भी क्यों ना. अगर उसमें राधेश्याम प्रभु क्यों नहीं आ रहा हो या महाराज क्यों नहीं आ रहे हो, मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, मेरे को फिट नहीं होता वो। बस बाद में मुझे पछताना नहीं है. I should not regret later, you know. Yeah, there are many people, Mataji, in our own satsang, because that is innate. You cannot separate that from them. What is the time now? Hari Bol.
8:50.
Hare Krishna. I'm sorry, there are 9 members. Some might have been
No,
going.
everybody finished reading. I think Akinchan Prabhu is left.
Mataji, Giriraj Prabhu, you want to read? Giriraj Prabhu.
Akinchan Prabhu and Giriraj Prabhu are remaining.
Yeah, why I'm explaining all these things, Mataji. There is a either in VTA or in our base classes when we do Bhagavad Gita, this is the topic where all the counselors will stop and they start describing nature, swabhava. Why? If you are engaged once in that swabhava, your bhakti will also be very easy.
Natural. Yeah.
Natural, na?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You naturally do all your activities, so there is no stress upon you. We are doing this software jobs or hardware jobs or like my own this thing. One call in the morning at 9 o'clock by my manager will not make me sleep, Mataji, for till evening 4 o'clock, because I used to do night shifts. Okay, and my sleep time is morning 8:30 or 9 to 5 in the evening. So these managers in the quality department used to come 9:30 in the morning, and if they ring me a call once, gone. So that is not my nature actually to take those things at that time. किसी का सुनना और किसी का मतलब, because वो natural नहीं है ना, तो वो नींद भी नहीं आता था. So I have completely told my body because of these things. That is where my counselor always used to say, अरे अगर तेरा obligations खत्म हो गया, जल्दी चले जाओ वापस. You have your own businesses in your home, please go. And you have the tendency also, please go. That's what he always used to tell me. But due to my English education, passionate aeronautical education, I always wanted to do something, achieve something. So this is what my education and this system has taken me. But naturally, I'm a different person.
These are important to discuss also, Prabhuji, because if we don't stop and discuss, we'll just keep reading and moving on, and doubts will remain as doubts. So please don't feel guilty that you're taking time or anything. You're explaining to us, that itself is great. Our doubts are getting clarified.
Yes, Mataji.
Please go ahead with the readings, Mataji. Now this is the topic always it comes in even in Bhagavatam also. We have a lot of time. We have a lifetime to discuss these things. Today we will study with, we will complete with the others who are reading.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Akinchan Prabhu, can you read, Prabhuji?
Yes,
हाँ. Giriraj Prabhu, after Akinchan Prabhu, మీరు చదవండి.
Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji, you are audible.
Okay, thank you.
49 to 55, Brahman platform, confidential knowledge. Gist of the section. In this section, Krishna describes the transition from reaction-free work through Jnana Yoga to the Brahman platform to pure devotional service. The perfection of Jnana Yoga is to understand the nature of the self and its relationship with Krishna. Thus, Bhakti is the culmination of Jnana. Reaction-free work through Jnana Yoga, Brahman platform, pure Bhakti. The first type of sannyasi gives up the doership mentality in work and attachment to the results of the work. When the sannyasi perfects his sadhana over time, then he gives up the work completely. That is called Yoga Rudha stage. That is the second type of sannyasa that Krishna mentions now. Perfect stage of sannyasa, one whose intelligence is detached from all material objects, asakta buddhi sarvatra, whose mind is controlled, jitatma, and who is without material desires, vigata spurha. By complete renunciation of all activities, sannyasena, attains the highest perfection of the no action and reaction. Naiska karmaya siddhim. Know how to attain Brahman. Having attained such perfection by cessation of all work, one realizes Brahman, the stage of highest knowledge, jnana. Now here the process of realizing that Brahman. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Giriraj Prabhu?
Thank you, Mataji. 51, 53, na?
Avunu Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. The process of attaining Brahman, Brahma Bhuta stage. Buddhya Vishuddhaya Yukto, being purified by sattvic intelligence. Dhrutyatmanam Niyam Yacha, controlling the mind with determination. Shabdadin Vishayams Yaktva, giving up all sense objects like sound. Ragad Vishav Yudasya Cha, being freed from attachment and repulsion. Vivikta Sevi Lagvasi, living in a secluded place, eating little. Lagvasi. So it's very big. 1 second. Yata Vakaya Manasa, controlling one's speech, body, and mind. Dhyana Yoga Paro Nityam, absorption in meditating on the Lord. Vairagyam Samupashritaha, taking shelter of detachment. Ahankaram Balam Darpam Kamam Krodham Parigraham, freed from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and material possessions. Vimuchya Nirmama Santo, 11th one, freed from false proprietorship and peaceful, like an ocean without waves. Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate, such a person can attain Brahman, self-realization. So, oksari paigi, oksari add mathu. Yes, Lucas. I wanted to read purpose of this qualities. 51, 53. 18.5153. Okay.
Already open పెట్టాను Prabhuji. Connection.
Yeah, very nice. I'll go through for myself.
Okay, Prabhuji.
It's okay. I'll go through. That's it. I can do this section. Yeah, connected
link
point.
కూడా చేద్దాం.
Connected point. In the stage of Brahma Bhuta, one is completely devoid of all contamination of the material modes and becomes fully joyful and peaceful. A pure soul, Prasannatma, after realizing one's self in this way, one can attain pure bhakti unto Lord Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. We can stop here and we can continue tomorrow. Still 78 verses there in this chapter. So we'll continue tomorrow.
Yes,
Maybe
Prabhuji.
go to.
So we are
citation.
stopping at 54, Prabhuji. From 54 we need to do.
54, let me once
Take a screen.
note down. 18.54, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah. 54 చదవాలి.
Are you able to take it? 54.
54 నుంచి చదవాలి.
55 నుండి చదవాలి.
No, no, 54. ఒకసారి స్క్రోల్ అప్ చేయమని.
54 చదవలేదు కాదు. Okay.
Yeah, 54 onwards.
ఇది చదవాలి.
Sure. So 18.54. Before that, 18.51 to 53. Okay, very nice. 18.51 to 53. I have read. Thank you, Mataji. I'll open that verse. I didn't give a single sheet of those verses. I'll take over, Mataji. Reclaim host.
Is there anybody? Okay. You can reclaim host.
Yeah, I can reclaim. I'm at home right now. Just back from temple. So now, actually, all of us done except me. I think Akinchan Prabhu for all these 14 slokas.
Yes,
so maybe I will do. Or Akinchan Prabhu will want to do, or any expert can you do once so that I can also.
Prabhuji, I'm not an expert, but I'd like to try. Mona nenu koncham fast ga chadivanu, time ayipotundani, so I'd like to do it again.
Yeah, do it. Yes, after yourself, and then Akinchan Prabhu, you can also do. and then after that I will do that. That's it. Then maybe, yeah, tomorrow onwards again another set of verses come from this. Is it visible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'm putting in slideshow. Just hold on. Yeah. Right. Go ahead, bro.
कुन्त्योवाच नमस्ये पुरुषं त्वाद्यम् ईश्वरं प्रकृते परम् अलक्ष्यं सर्वभूतानाम् अन्तर्बाहिरवस्थितं मायाजवन्निकाचन्नम् अज्ञातोक्षदमव्ययं न लक्ष्यसे मूढदृशा नटो नाट्योधरो यथा तथा परमहंसानां मुनि तथा परमहंसानां मुनीनाम् अमलात्मनां भक्तियोगविधानार्थं कथं पश्येमहि स्त्रिया कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाग्रये यथा ऋषिकेशकलेन देवकी कंसेन रुद्धातिचिरं सुचार्पिता विमोचिताहं च सहात्मजा विभो त्वय्येव नातेन मुहुर्विपद्गणात् विसान्महाग्ने पुरुषाय दर्शनात् असत्सभाया वनवासकृच्छ्रता मृदे मृदेनेकमहारताश्रतो द्रौणास्त्रत्राश्चाश्म हरेभिरक्षिता विपदसन्तुता शाश्वत तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरु भवतो दर्शनं यत् स्यात् अपुनर्भवदर्शनं जन्मैश्वर्यसुता श्रीभिः यदमानामदः पुमान् नैवार्हत्य विधातुं वै त्वामकिञ्चन गोचरम् नमो किञ्चन वित्ताय निवृत्ता गुणवृत्तये आत्मा रामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यापतये नमः मन्ये त्वां कालमीशानाम् अनादिनिधनं विभुं समं चरतं सर्वत्र भूतानां यन्मिता कली न वेद कश्चित् भगवान् चिकीर्षितं तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनं न यस्य कश्चित् दयितोऽस्ति कर्हिचित् द्वेष्याश्च यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम् जन्म कर्म च विश्वात्मान् अजस्या कर्तुरात्मना तीर्यन् ऋषु सुयादशु तदत्यन्तविडम्बनं गोप्या ददे त्वयि कृतागस राम तावत् ये ते दशराश्रुकलिलाञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षं वक्त्रं निनीय भवभावनया स्थितस्य सा मां विमोहयतिभिरपि यद्भिवेति। हरे कृष्ण।
Super.
Very good, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Super. Very nice.
हरे कृष्ण।
Akincham Prabhu.
Yes.
Yeah. After you.
మీరు చేశారు అనుకుంటా.
I think Sandhya Mata, about Sandhya Mata, I am doubting. Sandhya Mata, Radhika Mata, have you done all these?
Yeah, they have done, Prabhu.
Both of them are on hearing mode also today.
Yeah, it's okay. So now, Akincham Prabhu, go ahead.
Yeah. Kunti Uvacha. Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishvaram Prakrite Param Alaksham Sarvabhutanam Antarbahir Avesthitam Maya Javikanchanam Ajnanakshodam Avyayam Nalakshasya Mudha Drisa Nato Natyadharo Yata तथा परमहंसानां मुनीनाम् अमलात्मानं भक्ति योगेन विनात्मं कथं पश्येम हि स्थित्या कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रहे यथा ऋषिकेशकलेन देवकी कंसेन रुदाचितं च कंसेन रुदाचिरं सुचर्पिता विमोचितं सहस्मज विभो त्वयेन ते मुहुर्विपत्कनात् विशान्महाग्ने पुरुषाद् दर्शनात् असत्सभाया वनावसा गृहर्चता मृदे महारथो द्रौण्यस्त्रश्च स्म हरे वृक्षता सॉरी प्रभु विशाल महाग्ने जयराम प्रभु जी सॉरी
विशान्महाग्ने पुरुषाददर्शनात् चेन् प्रभु ఒకటి
विशाल महाग्नेन पुरुषाददर्शनात्
असत् सभाया वनवासकृश्रितः
असत् सभाया वनवास कृष्यता
कृच्छ्रुतः मृधे अनेकमहारथास्त्रतो
मृदेनेकमहारथाश्रितो
द्रौण्यस्त्रतश्चास्म हरेभिरक्षिता
द्रोणश्चत्राश्चास्म हरे विरक्षिता
यस प्रभु
विशामहाग्ने पुरुषाददर्शनात् असत्सभ्यावनावास कृष्णिता मृदेनेकमहारथाश्वतो द्रौणेन चष्म हरे विरक्षिता विरक्षिता
yes prabhu go ahead with the second shloka other shloka next shloka it's okay prabhu good
विपत्सन्तु शाश्वत तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरु भवतो दर्शनं यत् स्यात् अपूर्णर्भवत् दर्शनम् जय जन्मैश्वर्यश्रुता श्रीभिर्धामना मदत् पुमान् नैवार्थता अभिहातुं वै त्वम् अकिञ्चन गोचरम्
नैवार्हत्यभिदातुं वै
नैवार्थ्यदातुं वै
नैवा తర్వాత हत्य नैवार्हत्यभिदातुं वै
नैवार्थ्यदातुं वै
ओके नेक्स्ट श्लोक
नमो अकिञ्चन वित्ताय निर्वित्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामन शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः मन्ये त्वं कलम् ईशानम् अनादिनिधानं विभुं समां चरतं सावत्र भूतानां यं वितत्कली न वेद कश्चित् भगवान् सचिकीर्षं तवेहं समानस्य निर्णं विडम्बनं न यस्य कश्चित् दयितोऽस्ति करिश्चित् द्वेषश्च यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्निर्नाम जन्म कर्म च विश्वात्मन् अजायश्चतुर्यात्मनः अजस्याकर्तुरात्मनः जन्म कर्म च विश्वात्मन् अजस्याकर्तुरात्मनः तिर्यान्निर्शिष्युयादेषु तद् आत्यान्तविदम्बनम् गोप्या ददे त्वयि कृतागसिदामकावत् याते दशाशु कल्याञ्जल
याते दशाश्रुकलिलाञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षम्
याते दशाश्रुकलिनाञ्जनसम्भ्रमाण्यं
वक्त्रं निनीय भयभावनया स्थितस्य
वक्त्रं निनीय भयभावनास्तत्यस्त सा मा विमोहयतिभिरपि यद्बिभेति.
Yes, Prabhuji. Giraj Prabhu, you wanted to do? Thank you, Prabhu. Akinchan Prabhu, thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. Kinchan Priya Prabhu ki jai ho. Thank you, Sapan Prabhu. Thank you, Kinchan Prabhu. Let me go. What happened? Yeah. Kunti Uvacha. Namasye Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrute Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antar Bahir Avastitam Maya Javani Kachannam Agnyadokshajam Avyayam Nalakshase Mudhadrisha Nato Natyadharo Yata Tata Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartam Katam Pashyema Histriya Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanaභaya Namah Pankajamadine Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangrahe Yata Hrishikesha Kalena Devaki Kamsena Ruddha Chiram Sucharpita Vimochitaham cha Satatmaja Vibho Tvayaiva Natena Muhur Vipadganat Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshanat Asad Sabhaya Vanavasa Krishrutaha Mrude Mrudeneka Maharatastrato Draunyastrataschasma Hare Bhirakshita Vipada-santu tashashva tatra tatra jagadguru bhavatu darshanam yatsyad apunar-bhava darshanam janmaishvarya shruta shribhir edha edhamana madapuman naivarhati abhidhatum vai swamakinchana gocharam namo kinchana vittaya nivritta gunavrittaye atma ramaya santaya Kaivalya-pataye nama manye tvam kalam-ishanam anadi-nidhanam vibhum samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yannitha kali navedaka Prabhu? Yes. Navedakaschid bhagavam sikischitam tavehamanasya nrinam idambanam nayasya kaschid daidosti karhichid veshyascha yasmin vishamamatirnranam janma karma cha vishwatman ajasya karturatmana tiriyan rishishu yadashu tad atyanta vidambanam go srutva gunan bhuvana right. Gopya dade tvaikrita gasida matavad yati dashashukalilanjana sambhramaksham vaktrum niniya bhaya bhavanaya stitasya sama vimohayati bher api yad bibheti shutva gunan bhuvana sundara yadinka very nice. Gopya dade tvaikrita gasida matavad Yati dashashukalilanjana sambhramaksham Vaktrum niniya bhaya bhavanaya stitasya Samam vimohayati bher api yad bibheti. Very nice.
Prabhuji, what I wish is after this Kunti Maharani prayers, we will again go to that anchor shlokas, Prabhu. Please, practice is needed. More practice is needed for many devotees because we are only stuck up with one or two these things. Okay. And there are small variations in some shlokas. Probably. I will just add some more shlokas. Okay. Like the bass we have covered, all the tunes we have covered. But there are one or two shlokas which I will tell you, Prabhuji. I will tell you. There is one more addition which I wanted to do, Prabhu.
Yes, let us do.
To one tune. After this, we will go with that.
Sure. Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah. I think we can wrap up for today. Okay. Thank you again, Raju Prabhu, Lavanya, Samyukta Mataji, Sandhya Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Akinchan Priya Prabhu, Deepa Mataji, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, Sapan Prabhu. I am just whatever seen in the Zoom, like that I'm reading. Thank you so much again. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhuvacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Reading ki jai. Sloka Recitation ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande. Hari Hari. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a very nice, happy Monday. Very good. Thank you.
Prabhuji, Dandavat.
Namaste.